Hi, xiaouiris here. I'm a choreographer and dancer, and today I'm going to be reacting to Taemin and Jimin, Showdown. Here we go.
멋진 여자는 내 것이었지만 난 당연했기에 그 대가를 지금 치러줘 도로 갚아 넘었어 왜 그랬지 널 후회 없이 더 사랑만 할걸 그 예쁘던 널 더 안아줄걸 차갑고 있어.
It feels a little bit, now that I know him a bit more and I've seen some of his work, this piece feels like he has choreographed it himself. I could be wrong, but it's a control aspect that you see in dancers, especially dancers that you kind of know their style. And the control aspect is when you slow things down and you pick up speed. And it's been very, he's deciding when and where he'll jump in and do some choreography. Then he'll slow it down, then there's just like maybe a little bit of shoulder work, and then like really gradual steps is usually the artists themselves come up with it. A choreographer doesn't hear, because I'm both a dancer and a choreographer, so I know what I get like when I freestyle. But when I hear a beat and I have to set a routine for other dancers, I set a routine. Otherwise, a dancer can just take a song and freestyle or come up with something themselves. There's a reason why artists who can dance don't always come up with the choreography. It's got nothing to do with other members and trying to keep everything synchronized. Otherwise, that member who can dance would be the choreographer as well. They'd put together a routine and just get the other members to follow it. Like, there is a reason that the two are separate, and it's literally the way that you decide to move along a beat. And if someone has choreographed this, I feel like they really know how. Taemin's had a hand in this. He's really had a hand in this choreography. I feel like I can tell. Okay, by the way, I don't know I don't think you've seen me react to any BTS, but I am ARMY, so I know Jimin, I know his style. So just putting that out there. I mean, obviously, if I didn't know him, I would think, you would look at this and think, yeah, contemporary background, more so than the flexibility and the contemporary dance itself, but his expressions and how he gives. It's very similar to Kai, although obviously, if you've watched my channel, you know that I feel they're on different levels. But Jimin, like away from that, he has his own style, and he is like a swan. He's very graceful in his movements. And I've said this before, but sometimes dancers really do the most when they don't have to. Like this song is, a bit of a slower pace. So if Jimin wanted to, he wouldn't need to use any street style in this. He was popping and locking right at the beginning, when he's doing this, and it wasn't necessary, but it's part of the artistry and the way that Jimin can bring that in a dance. I've seen in all of his dances, like he does so much in the dance, but it never feels like it's in a boastful way because of his expression and how good he is at contemporary dancing. There's almost a natural flow of, okay, yeah, so he doesn't need to hit that beat, but he's going to hit it anyway. He's going to hit all of these beats, and then he's going to, go really smooth. And in essence, all of that boils down to one thing, that Jimin has absolute control of his body, like conscious control of his body. Nothing about how he dances is accidental. Like when you lose consciousness of certain body parts when they're not directed because you're so focused on everything else, Jimin has conscious control. Like he knows exactly what he's doing with every part of his body at all times. It's going to be so interesting to see them dancing together. Taemin has contemporary style, but he's a little bit more sharper, I think, than Jimin. That's my pre-assessment.
Now may the five victims who are gathered. Scary moment this morning for another underage child trying to beat a train in
There's such, right, Jimin's moving a little bit faster because he's more fluid. Whereas, like I said, Taemin he's much sharper. A sharper move isn't necessarily slower, but the fluidity allows you to move a lot faster than if you were being sharper. Okay, so we knew this.
What's good?
It's interesting that I was watching that and thinking Jimin is the one that's hitting the beats because they're slightly off sync with each other, aren't they? But I think that's because they're honoring their own styles. They're not trying to be two dancers who have come together to synchronize. They're not doing that at all. They've both been given a routine and they're doing it their way, and that's why I feel like they're out of sync. But Jimin was hitting the beat, and then as the camera panned around them, suddenly Taemin was hitting the beat and Jimin wasn't. So they're doing their own thing. My only criticism is I don't think they worked very well together. There was a move where like Jimin was kind of like pulling and Taemin was moving, and that's choreography that kind of caters to both the dancers working together. Yeah, I mean they're both amazing dancers. That was a great collaboration, but it wasn't a great collaboration in a sense that they came together to dance together. It was two great dancers just on the stage at the same time, if you know what I mean. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed my reaction, whatever it was. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a nice day, everyone.